Let's take a look at this problem. We got A is equal to $2,500. R is 7.5%, so 0.075 in decimal form, and T is 2 years. And we want to solve for P and find it when N is equal to these values, and then it was compounded continuously. Well, let's look at our formula. We got A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the NT power. We want to get P by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by 1 plus R over N to the NT power. So when we do that, what we find is that 1 plus R over N to the NT powers cancel. And we got P is equal to A over 1 plus R over N to the NT power. That's the formula we'll be using for the first 4 parts here. Now our first one wants us to find when N is equal to 1. So plug in everything we're given. We're told A is 2,500, so put 2,500 in for A, over 1 plus R, which is 0.075, divide by N, which is 1 in this part, raise the NT power, which would be 1 times 2. So that's going to give us 2,500 over 1 plus 0.075, raise the 1 times 2 power, which is 2. Okay, so we got 2,500 divided by beginning parentheses 1 plus 0.075, closing parentheses to the second power. So do carry 2, enter. And we get $2,163.33. Now next one, they tell us N is equal to 4. And we're going to plug it in the same formula. A is 2,500 over 1 plus R, which is 0.075, divide by N, which is 4, raised to the NT power, which would be 4 times 2. So that gives us 2,500 over 1 plus 0.075 over 4. 4 times 2 gives us the 8th power. So let's see, 2,500 divided by beginning parentheses 1 plus 0.075 divided by 4, close parentheses, caret 8. Enter. And we get $2,154.76. Well, next one is N is equal to 12. We'll plug in the same formula. So P is equal to A, which was 2,500, divided by 1 plus R, which is 0.075, divided by N, which in this problem is 12, raised to the NT power, which is 12 times 2. So that gives us 2,500 divided by 1 plus 0.075 divided by 12, raised to the 24 power. So we got 2,500 divided by beginning parentheses 1 plus 0.075 divided by 12, close parentheses, caret 24. This gives us $2,152.77. Then we got N is equal to 365. We use the same formula. So we got P is equal to A, which is 2,500, over 1 plus R, which is 0.075, divided by N, which is 365, raised to the NT power, which is 365 times 2. Now, as I type this one in, I want to put parentheses around the exponent, like that. Anytime you have more than a single number in your exponent, put parentheses around it for your calculator. So do 2,500 divided by, beginning parentheses, 1 plus 0.075 divided by 365, close parentheses, caret, then beginning parentheses, 365 times 2 in our exponent, then close parentheses, and then enter. And we get $2,151.80. Okay, our problem is A is equal to 2,500. R is equal to 7.5% or 0.075. And T is equal to 2 years. And the last one is compounded continuously. So we can use our PERT formula. So we got A is equal to P e to the RT. Want to get P by itself, so we divide both sides by e to the RT. So A divided by e to the RT is equal to P e to the RT divided by e to the RT. The e to the RT's will cancel and leave us P is equal to A over e to the RT. Well, this is the formula we want to use for this one. So P is equal to A, which is 2,500, over e to the R, which is 0.075, times T, which is 2. Now, when you plug this in, you don't want to put any extra parentheses in. So do 2,500, second natural log, ln. It puts e, puts caret, puts the beginning parentheses, and then 0.075 times 2, close parentheses. Or, well, you don't have to put close parentheses, sorry. $2,904.59. And that'd be your answer.